Okay, welcome to part 4, guys, on putting your project together in. Um, I'm sorry about that. My little alarm went off. But uh, I'm putting together your magazine project. So we've got the front cover done. Now, the one thing I did forget to do here is I forgot to put maybe the monthly day or quarter, on here. I'm going to leave it off because if it's a quarterly magazine, it's not as necessary. So, Coolcation Quarterly, Italy Revealed. So, obviously, the topic that's going to be covered um, uh, in throughout the magazine, and so that's where we're headed with that. So now on the inside cover, this is typically reserved for an advertiser who pays big bucks. Other magazines use it for a word from the editor, or a combination of both. So if you want to create an advertisement there and place it in there, you can, but you may not use something from the internet. So you literally have to create your own advertisement. For me, I'm going to put uh, staff photos, or maybe I'll just put a word from the editor. And so I'm going to design it first, and then I'll drop things in. So basically, I want to go with 2 columns here, and then we'll add some photos as well. So how do we add columns? Well, we have to add columns by first going to layout and then margins and columns. So if you click on that, I'm going to say I want 2 columns, okay? And let's see here. I think this gutter is just fine. So I'm just going to click OK on here. And now I can see that I have columns here. So what I want to do first is I am going to go over here and just put some things in. So let's say I want to put a photo here. So I'm going to go put my rectangle in. And I'm going to use the guides that are provided for me. So this will be a nice photo here. And just for place keeping, as I do this, I am going to go up here to my select tool. I'm going to color it black, but I'm also going to lower the opacity down to a light gray. Okay. And there I have my first photo in there. And then I might put another photo in, so I can just click on that, Control C or Command C, depending on what kind of computer you're using. That means I want to copy it. And then Control V as in Victor, and that will paste it right in. Now I can change the size of this too. Let's say I want to go to, there we go. See how the guideline just popped up for me? That's about half of what it was. And I'm also notice I'm leaving space at the bottom for captions. So I'm going to go in here and copy and paste this one. Now notice it's going to run into each other this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring that in this way a little bit. I'm going to delete that one, copy this one again. And now I can line it up perfectly, and there's some space between them. And bada bing, bada boom. Now, so when you do pictures, you do need to make sure you find something that fits this pretty well. I'm not going to have to really do anything with my text wrap right here, because there's nothing else going on here except for maybe captions. And then let me just go in. I'll go copy this one just and resize it. And I'm going to go right here. I'm going to bring it up this way. Give some space at the bottom, and then I'm just going to come on over here and enlarge it. And there we have it. Now, the cool thing is here is we have these tools up here to help us space it out correctly. I'm going to just select this one, and this one. First thing I want to do is line them up on the right. So up here, you can see where I'm circling. I'm going to line them up on the right. Obviously, they're already perfectly aligned. And then I want to space them out. So I'm going to go right here. And that's not where I want to go. That's not where I want to go. There, that's where I want to go. So you want to choose the one that says distributed top edges. So that gives me even space between all of these. All I have to do now is select this one, and then I'm going to center those together. And now we have even space between each one of them, and I'm ready to go. So next thing I want to do is I want to put some captions in. So I'm going to go right here to my type tool. And captions, remember, we're going to keep at a low, a very small point. In this case, it'll be 10 point. Let's see what's going on with that. Probably just made it a little too big, too small. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to double click, and it's on the wrong, of course it's on the wrong typeface. So I'm going to go back up to times up here. That's the body and the captions. And then I'm going to change this puppy down to 10. And remember, we also said, hey, we want to make the space between the text fill a little smaller. So before I do anything else, I'm just going to go over here to type, fill with placeholder text. There we have it. Now you see it's spread too far apart. So all I'm going to do over here is with character, you can also do it up here, is I'm going to take it down to 9 point, and it brings it in and tightens it up. The beauty of this is now I'm just going to bring this up so it's not covering anything. I'm just going to click on that, Control C or Command C, depending on what you use. I'm going to copy it. And amazingly enough, we're going to make it fit right here. Now, it's going to be, look right here. See, isn't that fabulous? We can just go in, and I'm going to copy this one, put it underneath the other one. Now, we want to make sure these are evenly set up. So I'm going to use this, the select tool. I'm just going to hold the mouse down and run it across these two. And then I'm going to go up here and center them. Make sure they're centered together, and they are. And then finally, I'm just going to paste again. And I'm just going to extend this over this way. Whoops. If you do something like that, just Control Z to undo. And I'm just going to go over here. And I'm going to bump it up a tad bit. And now I have the layout ready to go in this particular area. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to draw a picture, place for a picture. All right, and again, I'm going to set the color on it. Let's see, we're going to match this one. That's at 22%. This is at 19. We just need to enlarge it a little bit. Enlarge the number a little bit here. Okay, so it's the same color. All right, and now underneath we want to put the name of the editor-in-chief. I'm just going to copy and paste this right there. And then we're going to make the length the same size as this here, okay? Then the fun part begins. This is where we are going to have to set our wrapping of text, okay? We want to make these the same exact size and make sure they're lined up. And then I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to go to text wrap. If you don't see it there, click over here to turn it on, and it'll pop over to your right. So text wrap. Now what I'd like to do is I'm going to go with this, just the square right here, and I'm going to go to I'm going to just go up, and because they're all linked, or they're not linked, there we go. When they're all linked, they'll all be the same all the way around. I'm going to do the same thing for this text box because we don't want it to go different from the other. So, and then there we have it. Okay, beautiful. Now all I have to do is I'm going to go and draw a text box into this area. I'm going to go a little further down because I'm going to put a title here, a word from the editor. So, well, I can just do this real quick. And once again, unless I do it up here, I'm going to go to Font, Times. I'm going to take that down to, now we're going to go to 12 because this is a body part. Not a body part, but the body part in writing. You got it. So, and then I am going to go into Type, Fill with Placeholder Text, and obviously it's the wrong the wrong typeface. So I'm going to go back over here, choose my times, and it's all fitting beautifully. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down just a bit so I can use. I'm going to use the subtitle font in this one, and I'm going to just go a word from the editor. So I'm going to go draw this line right here. And obviously I'm not going to fit 60 point in there, so let's go 18. And don't fool yourself, it is not hyphenated. Bump this up a little bit. And you may be wondering why I did that, because with some of these script fonts do not like having space. Well, right here it would have cut the A off, and if I hadn't put space down here, it would have cut that off. So I'm just going to bump it up to where it fits on the line there, and then I can actually take this and bring it up a little bit. And there we have the layout for this. So the next thing we work on is the table of contents, and I will bring you part 5 on that one.